Well, hello everyone, welcome to a new video. As you can see, probably tell as well, my scenery has quite changed. Obviously, right now I'm just at a friend's house and I'm taking care of their house and their dog at the moment, so I think that's a good change of pace compared to my student accommodation. So at least I can actually make something better than the last video. Well, as many of you know from the title, obviously you came here to see British ammunition boots, or ammo boots for short. So let's get into it. Obviously, if you're doing British World War II or, Commonwealth World War II, generally British obviously, you need a pair of these, which are 1930s, 1940s British ammunition boots. Most reproductions you see, there aren't many companies that actually do make reproductions of Second World War British ammo boots. There is SM Wholesale and that Lennon Boots company or something that makes excellent reproductions, but for a price, for a budget kid especially, they're quite high end, and obviously most people wouldn't exactly want to give that amount of money to their kids. So there are alternatives that are surplus ammunition boots from the early 90s or 80s that are almost exactly the same as the Second World War pattern, but the modern ones obviously are not. But those are hard to come by, and Rifleman Moore made a video about, talking about those where it is hard to find ones where you didn't actually have a lot of dubbing and, shoe polish applied to it. So that's also something that's out of the question. So you're pretty much left with two alternatives that are affordable for you. Soldier of Fortune or What Price Glory ammunition boots. And for the price, obviously actually What Price Glory is cheaper. Just a few pounds obviously, but a friend of the channel, John, the Far Off Station, made a video on his Singapore kit for the Loyals Regiment, and he showed his ammunition boots. He's told us obviously that his feet were kind of small, so he was looking to get the ammunition boots from Soft because they had the same size, the size that he needed. Obviously, I don't need to worry about such a problem, so I decided to go with What Price Glory because honestly, Soldier of Fortune boots, I genuinely think there are some good things about them, but the general shape and the look of the boots are kind of different. Obviously, that could change with the size and everything, but I think What Price Glory overall, I'm just going to put one of these down because they're getting heavy, they're they're generally better for, shape, leather quality, and polishing standards. Obviously, I did put some dubbing into this, and I only walked with them for like 2 hours or so maximum. I only got these new, and I can pretty much tell you guys this, that I think it's just the case with me, or maybe it's the boots. I don't know. They don't hurt my feet at all. Like, there are horror stories in reenacting that, whenever I get my new boots, they hurt my feet. Oh, no, how am I supposed to break them in? They hurt a lot. But for me, that has never been the case. I don't know, it's maybe something to do with my feet, or, me wearing proper socks or something. But still, overall, these fit really nicely. The overall quality, the leather work, the soles, everything, it is good. It is hefty as well. But there are obviously some minor details that hardcore reenactors are not gonna like at all. Obviously my hat's gonna fall off slowly, but what can you do? The major problem with Soldier of Fortune and What Price Glory are the toe caps. Well, What Price Glory used to make boots without toe caps, and these are their new boots, but even with the new boots, they still made the same mistake where the toe cap is actually not pebble grain leather, it's smooth leather, as you can see. World War II original ammunition boots, or even surplus ones from the 50s and till the 90s pretty much, all had the pebbled grain all around. Obviously, the pebbled grain on the toe cap was lit more dense, or more, more dense, let's just say. And um, that is a small detail that most reenactors are going to be iffy about. Obviously, when you think about it, where soldiers were dubbing their boots, sometimes polishing them, the pebbled grain look will eventually wear off, and obviously the toe caps are the pretty much the most damaged part of any boot, and they would get destroyed eventually. And with all the polish and the dubbing you had to do, eventually you might get something smooth. But there is also an alternative where you can just like simply remove this part and get it done. But who would like to destroy already an alright pair boot just to change the purple grain look? So I would recommend using them heavily, and then polishing them, blackening them again, and just dubbing them. That's the only thing they can change. Obviously, strangely enough, the heels, the heel plates, whatever you want to call them, they are pebbled grain actually. So that's alright. That's good. I heard some people saying that they even made the backs smooth leather. So that's not the case here. It's aside from the toe cap, everything is pebbled grain leather. So that's good. That's very good. Another nitpick that I have to give is the soles, which, well, as far as I've been researching, the amount of hobnails you're supposed to be get here is 13, but this one from What Price Glory has 15, and Soldier of Fortune has the correct number of 13 hobnails. But when you think about it, soldiers did repair their boots and added extra bits where they fancied pretty much. So it is quite possible to see 15 or even more in some cases toe caps on the original. And another obviously nitpick is the toe plate, toe iron nails. These are not screws, nails. Soldier of Fortune, according to a regulation 1940 something, you're only supposed to have 3, and the Soldier of Fortune ones do have only 3, just like the regulation states. But technically you can have 4 for early war, or just like remove one of the nails. So that's not something too problematic, I would say. Another thing that's like a bit more nitpicky again are the the horseshoe irons used on the heel plate. They're a bit crude for my taste. Obviously, this might be the batch or something, but honestly, they don't really look like they're flat. They're still sticking out, and obviously with use they would get grounded down to the shape, but still that might cause problems down the line where they don't actually hold the heel plate properly, whatever, and you might gonna need to change them. Obviously that's not a big of a deal, because you actually remove them and go to a cobbler and say, hey, I just need some new horseshoe irons. Can you just like iron them in? Or even you can do it. You just need a shoe iron basically to put the boots on, and it's just like hit that bitch. Pretty much that's all you have to do. Aside from that, obviously one thing that I need to mention to you guys is that currently I'm just using normal cotton laces, because I seriously need to treat these leather laces, because I don't have my leather conditioner with me. I only was able to buy some dubbing to dub my boots, and they work perfectly, but for smoothing out very when they're dry leather, they're not perfect. So I would suggest using, soaking these in leather conditioner or some leather smoothing agent, some grease, leather grease pretty much, before you use them, because if you don't, they're gonna snap. Like seriously, they would snap if like the first time you try them on. So cotton laces, in order to, get the boot breaking in until you get your leather laces smooth and nice and soft. So this is pretty much it for the boots. I'm quite happy with what I got. Obviously the toe cap is always a minus, but overall, compared to most reproductions, especially Soldier of Fortune, the shape is good. The look, the feel, you know the manufacturing for the price you pay is quite good. But time will tell. Obviously, I only recently got these, and I will probably let you guys know. But always remember to treat your boots correctly. Always remember to dub them. Always remember to use leather conditioner, and you will be surprised. Even the cheapest repro you get might serve you a lifetime. Oh, one more thing. These are Goodyear weld shoes, so that is a good stitching method as far as I know with boot making. So that's good. And always, don't forget to dub even the stitches, I would say, to protect them from water, salt, especially if you're living in a city and you just want to walk around with these during winter time. Salt and leather and laces don't really mix very well, so dubbing is important always. Well, thank you guys for watching. Obviously you might understand what the next video might be about, but remember, this is always a work in progress impression that I'm currently working on. So you might not be able to see the complete set just yet, but eventually I hope to, use this in proper reenacting. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next video. Take care.